If it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, Terrance Crawford has been promised the winner of Tyzu versus Fundora. Interesting. Fans are calling this a mega fight. They not saying Terrance Crawford versus Fundora Zoo winner. They basically saying Tyzu versus Terrance Crawford. I made that video about Earl Smith and Derrick James, and I said what I said, but and I do think certain situations and certain things can change you while you're on your way up and you rising as a coach or a fighter. And I said what I said about Derrick James, but I also don't want to take credit from him. And if it's true and this is about money and he wasn't being paid right, then you need to pay that man his money. But until I get further details, I don't know. I think it's more than that. I think it's a lot to it. But hopefully they can settle their differences, and even if they got to part ways, hopefully they can settle their differences. I don't even know if Jamel is still training with Derrick James, but I don't know. But I wish Derrick James the best, and he is a good coach. I don't want to take nothing from him. He just got out-coached by Bomac that night, and I think he underestimated Terrance Crawford. And there's other things I think, but I don't want to take away from his accomplishments as a coach. He's been with Earl damn near his entire career. So, shout out to all his accomplishments. He is a very great trainer, top 5 trainer, and all that there. And hopefully him and Earl work it out or whatever. So, yeah. But, boxing fans are very excited. The narrative has changed. Ever since Keith pulled out the fight due to injury, fans stopped complaining. When it was Keith versus Zoo, everybody was complaining. They kept saying the numbers wasn't right. They kept saying this does not deserve to be on pay-per-view. They kept saying Keith don't deserve a shot against Tyzu. But now that it's Fundora, now it's pay-per-view worthy. What, is Fundora bigger than Keith? Is Fundora a bigger name than Keith? Now nobody's complaining about the numbers now. There is no complaints about numbers no more now that Keith is out. So now it's just an exciting fight for boxing. I've heard fans go so far as to say, you know what, even if they lose money, it's still a great card. It's just... Oh, boy. I'm telling you, when the black fighter ain't involved, boxing fans can all get along. Everybody can get along and go along. Listen, fans, before you get too excited, I don't want to bust your bubble, but no, pimpin', I just don't forget. That's why sometimes it's hard for me to forgive. Because I can't forget. I can't forget what the fuck you did, bro. Listen. Before that, I can't even remember the boy's name. Before Fundora, before he was knocked out by Mendoza, I had Fundora as one of them, probably the most dangerous motherfucker at 154. Make no mistake about it. Before he got knocked out by Mendoza, I had him. I was confident he would beat Tyzu, and I was a little worried for Jamel. I was like, man, that height, that reach, but I was like, Jamel can clip him though. I was more confident with the athleticism that he could offset Fundora and clip his ass. But I was like, man, see, a lot of people say Zoo was the fight for Jamel, that he was scared of Zoo and Zoo just had the style. Zoo too slow for Jamel. And to this motherfucking day, I still got Jamel as the best fighter at 154. We gonna get to that. But I just had to throw that in there. But I had Fundora as that motherfucker. I had him as damn near the most dangerous fighter at 154 before he got knocked out. Just dangerous, bro. The accumulation, he can outwork you. You damn near gotta hurt him to beat him. He can be outboxed, but you gotta put some sting on your shit to just slow his ass down. You gotta rip his body. You gotta really slow this motherfucker down. When you fight Fundora, you gonna throw more punches than you've ever threw in your life. Either that or you just gotta have devastating power to where you just clip his ass. But I had Fundora beating Tyzu. Yeah. And I had Fundora giving Jamil a tough fight. But boxing fans, just don't get amnesia now, bro. We had all this shit to talk about Keith. Keith ain't never been stopped. Keith ain't never been knocked out. We can keep talking about all them times he was hurt to the body. Bro, Fundora just got knocked the fuck out. And fans are out here. I had to get away from you motherfuckers, because I had to come back to common sense. Ain't no way I would put my money on Fundora. There's no way, bro. That's why I'm not finna do a prediction video of this fight. There's no way I can trust Fundora. You coming off a knockout loss, bro. Most fighters, when they get knocked out like that, most are never the same. Most become very chinny after that. I don't know, bro. You coming off being knocked the fuck out in devastating fashion. Man, it's amazing how fans have put that shit to the side. Like I said, you can't be no up-and-coming black fighter and get knocked out like that. Like imagine like when Lubin got knocked out by Jamil. It took him 4 years just to get a motherfucker, get back in contender status. It took him 4 years, bro. When you a black fighter on the come up and you get knocked out cold, you was not finna get no title shot in the next fight. This shit is crazy. You just got knocked out cold, and the motherfucker that knocked you out, Tyzu, just beat the shit out of him. But now you get a title shot? This is a unification fight. Boxing is just so, y'all just miss it. It just go over you motherfuckers' head. It go over you motherfuckers' head. It just go. But the whole point I'm saying is, bro, I can't trust Fundora enough to pick him. But I'm telling you right now, if he's one of them fighters, because most fighters don't bounce back, bro. Most fighters don't bounce back from a knockout like that, especially early in your career. That's very hard to bounce. But if he do, if Fundora is still the same, I got him beating Tyzu. But that's a if. That's if you the same. It's hard to come back off a knockout loss. But if he's the same, I got him outworking Zu. I will say this the first fighter Zu fighting that can punch. That can punch. He not no one punch knockout artist, but certain shots he throw, he can hurt your ass. But I'm just not gonna go so far as to say that this is not a 50-50 fight when a fighter's coming off a knockout loss. Another thing I must point out, and I must say that I know most fans ain't gonna talk about, Tyzu being paid $10 million. $10 million. Dude, bro, Earl Spence and Terrance Crawford had to fight tooth and nail to get a $10 million guarantee. Tyzu getting a $10 million guarantee for fighting Keith. And now Fundora. So, bro, Keith made $10 million fighting Pacquiao. You understood what he had to do to get a $10 million payday? Earl Spence had to fight the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing to get a $10 million payday. Guaranteed. They paying Tyzu $10 million. I remember when Espinoza, I remember PBC, I remember when they kept bucking on their guarantee for Spence and Crawford. Well, we don't know what the number's going to do. We just don't want to throw our necks out there. And yes, a good fight, but we just don't know if it's a big fight. We really don't know. We don't know about the numbers. But what about Tyzu's track record? What has Tyzu showed you to say he's worth $10 million? You know how many fighters not getting paid? Shakur ain't making no $10 million. And he's a bigger name than the fucking Zoo. This is your first fight in America and you making $10 million. Tyzu is being treated better than any fighter at the PBC. This will be his 4th fight in 13 months. March 30th, it will be 4 fights in 13 months. He has been the most active fighter at PBC, and he's been given a pay-per-view. Which leads me to say some more shit. It just shows how America is just so racist. It just showed the hate for black men. It just showed the hate because, just like I told you, Al Heyman reminds me so much of a Barack. Barack was on some We Are the World shit. He pushed multiculturalism. Same thing Al Heyman is doing. Al Heyman looks out for other fighters way more than he do black fighters. It's only 2 or 3 black fighters he do right by damn there, or that he like. The way Al Heyman has embraced Tim Tszyu and the love he's showing him, and other fighters that ain't black too. The love he's showing Canelo. Look at all this embrace. It's amazing that non-black content creators still talk shit about Al and try to say he broke, but he's helping Mexican fighters. He's helping white fighters. He's helping other fighters besides black fighters, and it's still hate. So it just lets you know the hate is real. It's like Obama. That motherfucker didn't do shit for nothing about black people. Never spoke on it, nothing, but helped others. And motherfuckers still hated him. So the hate is just real. Even coons get hated on. Even baboons get hated on by the structure. It just that hate is different, bro. The hate is different. But y'all motherfuckers should love Al Heyman. You motherfuckers should love Al Heyman. All the love he showed to Leo Santa Cruz and Ryan and Canelo, man, you motherfuckers should love Al Heyman. The love he showed to Danny, and man, listen. But it is what it is. Tim Tszyu, they is throwing the red carpet. Imagine if only Australia embraced Devin Haney like that. Yeah, had him come out after beating Kambosos twice and let him headline a pay-per-view in Australia and all that there and pay him $10 million guaranteed and show him love. Like, it ain't the same love. It ain't the same love. Just like Wilder fighting on the fucking co-main of a fight. It looked bad, bro. It looked bad when you was once the headliner making 30, 40 million a fight. You lose a fight, and now I'm on the co-main. It just looked bad, bro. It looked bad. You would think Tim Tszyu is more valuable than Wilder. And that's a goddamn lie. But, you know, there's no proof of these numbers and shit like that. But it's cool. And it don't matter what the numbers is with Tim Tszyu and Fundora. It's just a good fight for boxing. That's all. That's all. That's all. But, you know, I just feel like, listen, Terrance Crawford, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think you get nothing out of beating Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu just somebody that, it looked good, bro. It looked good. She looked good, she looked fine, damn, that made me lose. Listen, that shit look good against Tony Harrison. It should look good against Mendoza. It's look good against certain fighters you fight. You fighting fighters that have already been beaten. Have Tim Tszyu ever beat an undefeated fighter? Let alone an undefeated black fighter. But have he even been beating undefeated fighters? Like I said, you finna fight somebody that was just knocked the fuck out in his last fight. So is it that you that dangerous, or you just being lined up with the perfect fights at the right time? Look how fast Tony Harrison folded. So, and you've yet to fight a puncher. So, it looked good that Tim Tszyu so vicious in these fights and he walking these motherfuckers down. But he has yet to fight a puncher. And I'm just telling you, bro, Terrance Crawford's style is completely wrong. Bro, if Terrance Crawford's style was bad for Errol Spence way faster than Tim Tszyu. He's much faster. Tim Tszyu is slow. That shit would not work with the reflexes of Terrance Bud Crawford. Even at the age of 37, he's way faster than you. And he's smarter. And he's waiting on you to make a mistake. No. Bad style. Bad style. And another thing, you gain nothing by beating Tim Tszyu. I'm telling you right now. Terrance Crawford go in there and stop Tim Tszyu. They're going to say it was cool. It was cool. It ain't but 2 fights for Terrance Crawford. It's 2 opponents. I'm going to tell you some wild shit. If Fundora was to beat Tszyu, that's a crazy style. Terrance Crawford against a fucking Fundora. That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. 5'8", Terrance Crawford versus 6'6". That's some crazy shit. But no way you beat Bud. But that's a crazy style. Crazy style. That's a hell of a style matchup. That's some crazy shit. But yeah, I think Terrance Crawford would knock his ass out though. I got him knocking out Fundora or Zoo. Whoever win, I think Terrance Crawford will stop him and show him that it won't even be competitive. Fundora nor Tyzu makes a competitive fight with Terrance Crawford. I'm just telling you. They may have moments, but it's levels. Tyzu is getting the perfect fights to boost his ego and make him confident. But Terrance Crawford would thrash all your dreams. All your hopes and dreams of being better than your father. Terrance Crawford will end them dreams that night. That's why your team, and I'm going to tell you another thing, see, because Tyzu ain't dumb. You notice he said, I want Earl first. Even though Earl coming off a devastating knock. He wanted Earl first. Now he's talking about Terrance Crawford. Because he don't want to seem like a contradiction. He was not in no rush to say Terrance Crawford's name. He wanted Earl Spence. Just like Canelo wanted Earl Spence. A lot of people act like we keep forgetting that. Canelo been wanting Earl Spence to move up and get that fight. Even after losing to Terrance Crawford, Canelo would still fight Earl Spence. I'm telling you. Because same way with Canelo, same way with Tyzu. Tyzu is on a black journey to try to get fame off a black fighter. And he feel like it's the easiest chance I can get the fame off Earl rather than Bud. That's how Tyzu trying to have his father's moment that he had against Zab Judah. Yeah, that's how he want a moment like that to try to win. Listen, bro, you gonna run into a train, and I don't think you beat Earl. Bro. I could argue Lubin beats you. I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers right now. I'm gonna say it. The two fights for Terrance Bud Crawford that would be his most difficult to me. Jerome Busan is number one. Jerome Busan is a far more dangerous fight than Fundora or Tyzu, and everybody in boxing know it. But however, PBC is not pushing Boots at all, so I can't blame that on Bud when they're not even pushing Boots' brand. We don't even know if he's gonna fight this year. But and the next fighter is Jermell Charlo, because even though I lost respect for Jermell, even though I think some weird shit about him now, at 154 ain't nobody still fucking with him. Ain't nobody fucking with Jermell Charlo at 154, bro. I'm just telling you. And I think Jermell Charlo will arguably be Terrance Crawford's toughest fight. It's either Boots or Jermell Charlo will be Terrance Crawford's toughest fight. Motherfuckers want to talk. Jermell Charlo is a tricky style for Terrance Crawford, and he can punch, especially at 154. Jermell Charlo is the hardest puncher at 154, and that's a fact. We keep talking about how Tyzu punch. Bro, that fucking left hook that he made Castano do the goddamn, and that fucking jab to the body that destroyed Rosario. Jermell can punch. That's why I say Tyzu win last. Tyzu too hittable. Jermell a freestyle on Tyzu, bro. Jermell is the best fighter at 154, and I'm telling you. And that's the most dangerous fight at 154 for Terrance Crawford. That's the most dangerous fight because of the movement, because Jermell would fight Terrance. Jermell would get up for that fight. It would be a lot of bad blood. It would be a lot of shit talking. Jermell would be down before he lose to Terrance Crawford, and he would get up for that fight. And he would be vicious in that fight. I got Terrance Crawford winning, though. Just like I got him beating Boots. I got Terrance Crawford beating it. I got him beating you got to show me you can beat him. Jermell would make it competitive, though. And I think Boots would make it competitive until he got stopped. These dudes are way more of a threat than a Tyzu. Way more, and I got both of them stopping Zoo. So, I know it just sounds like a pro-black perspective, bro, but when you look at this sauce and look at this science, bro, it's not hard to break this shit down. Look at Jermell and what he went through at 154, bro, and you look at this shit Tyzu. Tyzu beat up a motherfucker in Tony Harrison that Jermell already destroyed. Destroyed him. And he got full credit for beating Tony Harrison, Tyzu, even though he was a ruined fighter. So, I mean, it's a lot of shit, bro. Jamel destroyed Lubin way back before any of this shit. He done destroyed a lot of fighters, bro. Rosario was a dangerous motherfucker until Jamel destroyed him. So I just think we forget, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. Like I said, I think Boots he looking for the Barrios fight. He want to make some unifications, and it's looking like Boots will probably be at welterweight another 2 years or some shit. Because for one, he's having a hard time even getting fights at welterweight. Like I said, bro, and Virgil Ortiz, if they saying he finna fight Thomas Delorme in April, at this point, bro, it's just too much goddamn babying going on. Virgil Ortiz just received some fast food a few months ago that he knocked out in the second round or some shit. You finna get a Thomas Delorme. Bro, listen. Too many easy touches, bro. Virgil, you getting older and older, bro. You got to get your feet wet. I think Virgil Ortiz at this point in his career, you should be fighting a Lubin or something. You should be fighting a Castano, even though you've been inactive as fuck. You should be moving up to some kind of level of competition, bro. You still being treated like a prospect. Thomas Delorme? Nah, bro. Like I said, and Xander Zayas, I don't know what they doing with him, but he's at 154. I don't know what they doing with him. Bad News Conwell finna fight in a few weeks, I want to say. Yeah, he finna fight in a few weeks. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of smoke at 154. But I'm just telling you, bro. Fundora is a dangerous fighter, but he's coming off being knocked the fuck out, bro. You fighting fighters. How many fighters have Tyzu fought that already was knocked out before he knocked them out? And people give him all this credit. You knocking out motherfuckers that's already been knocked the fuck out. Fight some of these fresh legs like Conwell. Like Bad News Conwell. Like a Xander Zayas. I think Xander Zayas will give Tyzu much trouble. The only thing about Xander Zayas is that his level of competition. I think Xander Zayas is naturally better than Tyzu. It's just a lack of competition. But I probably favor Xander. I probably favor Xander to beat Tyzu, bro. Tyzu is very slow. You can say good timing and all that shit there, but he's yet to fight somebody that can punch and somebody that's athletic like a Xander Zayas or like a Conwell. Man, listen, bro. Like I said, Lubin might fuck around and beat Tyzu. But I'm telling you right now, bro, just beating up a bunch of fighters that already been knocked the fuck out, it don't deserve you a fight with Terrance Crawford, who is the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing, bro. Zim, you got Tyzu, even if you beat Fundora, you got more work to do, pimping. You got more work to do. You don't just earn a Terrance Crawford fight, and people acting like this a mega fight or some shit. You ain't done nothing more than what Boots has done in his career. Has Tyzu even accomplished more than what the fuck Boots has done? So what make you so fucking worthy of a Bud fight? Man, Bud gonna baptize you, bro. He gonna do it in the Trinity, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy. He gonna baptize you, bro. But y'all don't believe in that shit, that Trinity shit. That shit is some, man, that shit like that reading the rainbow and all that shit we grew up watching. That shit like some Teletubby shit or some shit. But anyway, Tyzu, I think you good, bro. I just think you overrated, and I think people are they putting way too much stock in you. America, I'm telling you, bro, you been in Vegas with them Mexicans, and they been embracing the hell out of you. I'm telling you, they gonna do it, and I'm telling you, I can't wait to hear it. I've been thinking about going live for it, but I don't know. I'm gonna see, but I'm very interested to hear the ring walks and when they get the name in each fighter, because I'm telling you, Tyzu gonna get a big cheer over here. It's going to be a big cheer. I bet you Mexicans ain't going to boo him. I bet you they ain't going to boo him, even though he a white boy from a whole nother country, but they booed a black fighter. I bet you motherfuckers ain't going to boo him. Tell you, boy, everybody join hands. We are the world, and we are the children. Listen, motherfuckers ain't fucking with Bud, bro. Can Fundora upset the show? Yes, he can upset it. But I don't trust it, bro. I don't trust your chin. I think Timzu will probably stop him early, bro. And they gonna act like he was the first person to ever knock out Fundora. They gonna erase this recent knockout loss he coming off. They gonna act like that shit never happened, and they gonna act like Timzu was just so spectacular. Nah, bro. You don't beat Charles Conwell. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right. That may be the baddest motherfucker at 154. I'm telling you right now, that's the man to beat to me. And I think he more of a dog. And Charles Conwell, I keep bringing his name because he can box and he can bang. He can bang too. He'll bring whatever you want to do, but he got a high ring IQ. That motherfucker can box though. Charles Conwell, I'm gonna tell you one of them things. He ain't got the slick, he ain't got the flashy boots and shit. Like, his shit ain't flashy, but that motherfucker effective. And he tough. Charles Bad News Conwell is tough. And I'm telling you, bro, Xander Zayas, I'm hoping Jahai took a bounce back, bro. He done went through some shit, but he was doing very good in his career, but he just done been through some shit. I don't know what's going on with Jahai. Yeah, bro, it's some 54-pounders, bro. It's some that's fresh and ain't been knocked out. It's some that's still undefeated and still confident and believe in themselves, bro. So I would love to see Timzu fight some of these undefeated young fighters. Not an old Keith Thurman. And even though Terrance Crawford up in age, I still got him destroying you, bro. So, yeah. And like I said, it ain't going to be no rush to hear the Fundora Timzu pay-per-view numbers. It ain't going to be no rush or none of that. But they could come out their pockets with $10 million to give to Timzu. How many fighters are making $10 million? Like, what kind of show have you put on, a big event you have put on? I ain't talking about no Australia, because even after Devin Haney beat Kambosos twice, and yeah, he put 30,000, but they ain't paying him no fucking 10 million after them Devin fights. So it's just crazy, bro. Motherfuckers come over here and get all kind of businesses and big contracts and shit. Meanwhile, black folks still over here broke as shit, poor as shit as we've been for the last 50 goddamn years. But anyway, yeah, motherfuckers come over here and get all kind of big checks. It's fighters over here been grinding hard and a motherfucker can't even get $2 million for a fight. I wonder if Boost even making $2 million for a fight. Is he even making $2 million? But he the most spectacular show in boxing. Jerome Boost Henderson is the most spectacular show in boxing. So, you know, and we can keep using that. He got a country behind him and all that there, bro. If countries were so important, bro, that means all Mexicans should be superstars. If we want to use that your country is behind you, that means Jeff Horn should have been a megastar. That means Jeff Horn, that means Kambosos should still be a major star. But Loma, he gonna get love when he go down there. Them Aussies, they gonna show Loma love. They ain't gonna treat him like they did Devin. But yeah, if these countries were so, and no disrespect to nobody's country, rep your country, rep your flag. But all I'm saying is, I think all boxing fans have division. It ain't just black folks. No. I think if all you motherfuckers supported your fighters, like I said, bro, all Mexicans should be pay-per-view stars. It's a lot of shit. David Morrell should be a superstar. What's the other? Andy Cruz should be a superstar. What? Xander Zayas? Why he ain't big as Matias? It's a lot of shit. So we all don't support our fighters like we need to. So I'm tired of always when a motherfucker name a country like that shit make you a mega star. You was a motherfucking lie. So it is what it is, bro. We gonna bite on that shit like a hoe in Harlem in the 70s. You know, some Iceberg Slim type shit. But yeah, boy, you can do anything else and we'll. But like I say, bro, you motherfuckers argue for years about what Bud don't deserve. Y'all argued for years. Motherfucker, it was black folks that was hollering when Pee Wee said they don't want to give Bud a guarantee. They shouldn't give him a guarantee. Bud don't sell. It's amazing. I guess at this point, y'all will say Timzu outsell Bud. Timzu bigger than Bud? Because I ain't heard no complaints about his numbers. I ain't heard no complaints that, why is he even on the pay-per-view? No, they was only complaining about the pay-per-view when it was Keith Thurman. When he was fighting Keith. Ever since Keith got out this fight, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about, man, this shouldn't be on pay-per-view. Man, them numbers ain't going to be right. I ain't heard nothing else. This just a great fight now. So, it is what it is. You know? But I'm telling you, I am extremely excited about Tank versus Frank Martin. I'm extremely excited about that fight. Extremely excited. And I got to be honest, everybody in boxing know that Rolly Romero versus Pitbull Cruz is a bigger fight than the main event. Everybody know that. Everybody know that fans are way more interested in Rolly Romero versus Isaac Cruz more so than Tyzu. So how big of a star are you when the co-main is bigger than your fight? This is a fact. Most fans in boxing care way more, including me. I hate to say it, and I'm just being truthful. I talk shit when Tank fought both of them, but I can't even lie. Rolly Romero versus Isaac Cruz is intriguing than a motherfucker because both of them are punchers, and it's like I just see Cruz clipping them. This is gonna be a fight. That Cruz versus Rolly Romero, it's like a great style matchup. It's a great stylistic matchup because I am so interested to see, can Rolly hurt Cruz? I just don't know. But I know Cruz can hurt Rolly. I know that for a fact. But can Rolly hurt Cruz to keep him up off him? Because you're going to have to keep him up off you, and you can't outbox him. But yeah, that fight way more interesting to me. And most fans that I've heard talk, they are more interested in Isaac Cruz versus Rolly Romero. And shout out to Devin for saying he won't Undisputed. Now, shout out to that. I got a video coming about that. But, man, I'm so glad. That's what I want. Because this is the division that's going to make your career. More so than that Loma win was a very good win. Winning Undisputed, fighting twice in Australia, that shit was great. But that Regis win, you beat T.O., you beat Matias, you beat Hitchens. Man, Devin Haney could arguably have a better career than Terrance Crawford. If he clean out 140, bro, listen, Victor Poster was a good opponent. That was his best opponent at 140 that Terrance Crawford faced. And Gamboa at 135 was a hell of a win. But if Devin Haney run through 140, it may be the best run to Undisputed since Benoit Hopkins or some shit, or Jermaine Taylor. It's a better run to Undisputed than Terrance Crawford. If Devin Haney run to Undisputed at 140, win Undisputed, that may be one of the best runs to Undisputed in the history of boxing. One of the best runs in one of the most dangerous, exciting divisions. It'll be one of the greatest runs to Undisputed in the history of boxing. So I give them mad credit. That's what I've been wanting to hear. That's why I fucks with you. That's why I fucks with them. That's why I fucks with them. That's why all I've been wanting to hear, because I didn't want you running 47 and fighting, worrying about Barrios. And even though that's a good fight, 140 is way more smoke. It's way more names. It's way more exciting ass fights. So yeah, it is dope, bro. Even though these motherfuckers try to block us and always trying to promote something else and use a flag to block black fighters, bro, you just can't deny this sauce. You can keep trying to act like Tyzu and Fundora. This just the show of shows when the co-main is even more exciting. Just stop it, bro. Like I said, Tyzu and came over here and got more love than they showed Jerome Businis. You know, just imagine if Australia was throwing away Jeff Horn and Campos and them never became stars and they never promoted them, but black fighters could go over there and get promoted more so than the Australia. It don't go the same way the other way around. But that's what America do. America bring over foreigners and love to put them in position ahead of black fighters. All the time. All the time. That's what they love to do. That's what they love to do. So, it is, but no matter how much y'all try to bring others and block this sauce, and you can keep bringing them, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, you just can't deny it, bro. You just can't deny the greatness, bro. You just can't deny it. So, 154 is very interesting. We shall see. But if Jamel move back to 154, I don't know if he can do it. I think he can, though. He go back to 154. I can see him taking back over the division. Motherfucker got to show me he can beat Jamel at 154. Like I said, he the most devastating puncher at 154. Jamel is. And I think that's Terrance Crawford's toughest fight outside of Boots. Them the two. We keep saying Fundora, Tyzu, Jerome Boots Ennis, and Jamel Charlo are the toughest fights for Terrance Bud Crawford. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, George J. With that, I'm out.